Good afternoon, everyone. Bon après-midi, tout le monde. My name is Katrina Campos-Sarconi-Stubbs, and I'll be your moderator today. Je serai votre modératrice aujourd'hui. Thank you for joining us for this media availability on the O-Train Line 2 and 4 operations. Merci de vous joindre à nous pour ce point de presse sur les opérations des lignes 2 et 4 de l'O-Train. Our media availability is available in French or English. If you would like audio interpretation, click on the interpretation icon at the bottom menu, then select your language of choice. You can ask your questions in either language, and this meeting is being recorded. Ce point de presse est disponible en français ou en anglais. Si vous souhaitez bénéficier d'une interprétation audio, cliquez sur l'icône de globe d'interprétation dans le menu du bas, puis sélectionnez la langue de votre choix. Vous pouvez poser vos questions dans la langue de votre choix et cette réunion est enregistrée. Today we have our opening remarks from Renee Amilcar, General Manager of Transit Services, and Troy Charter, Director of Transit Service Delivery and Rail Operations. Le point de presse d'aujourd'hui comprendra des remarques préliminaires de Renee Amilcar, Directrice Générale Service de Transport en Commun, et Troy Charter, Directeur Service de Transport en Commun et Opérations Ferroviaires. As a reminder, today will be our final media availability. Pour rappel, aujourd'hui, c'est notre dernier point de presse. I'll pass things over to Renee now. Je vais maintenant passer la parole à Renee.
Merci beaucoup, Katrina. Bon
Thank you, Katrina. Hello, everyone.
Thank you for joining us today for an update on our third day of O-Train Lines 2 and 4 operations. Throughout the week, service has continued to operate as planned. We launched service this morning at 6 a.m. with no delays to customers during the morning commute. We continue to monitor the system and are prepared to respond should we encounter any issues. Before I hand things over to Troy, I would like to thank all of you for joining us this week and for helping raise awareness of our new rail system. As Katrina just said, today will be our final media availability as we shift our focus from launching the system to maintaining daily operations. Daily email updates will continue to be sent this week. This Friday, we will provide a fulsome update on the first week of service, including an update on ridership. As we progress through our phased opening, we will continue to keep you informed and share updates across all our communications channels. Merci beaucoup pour votre attention. Et Troy, maintenant, va vous donner un petit
Thank you very much. Now, Troy will give you an oversight of what happened yesterday and today in the morning. Troy, over to you.
Merci, Renee.
Thank you, Renee.
Once again, service on lines 2 and 4 resumed as scheduled at 6 a.m. this morning, provide full rail service with our 7 trains on the main line and 2 trains on the airport spur, line 4. Operations continue to run smoothly with no significant issues to report. We are very much encouraged by the positive performance over the last few days. We are cautious, but we are optimistic, and we remain focused on delivering a reliable service for our customers. Both Transit Next and our Transit Operations Control Center are continuing to monitor system performance closely and are supported by our respective teams who are out on the line observing operations as well. At this time, some of the high-level observations on performance and customer trends include ridership throughout the week has remained light to moderate across the entire system. We've seen strong usage of our 3 park and ride lots located at Greenboro, Leitrim, and Bowesville stations. There are still spaces available, but we are pleased to see that lots are being well utilized our first week of service. And then the passenger loads on the parallel bus services B2, 97, 99 have remained light this week. So just to wrap up, service will continue until midnight tonight, with operations resuming tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. We'll continue to monitor service closely through, once again, through our Transit Operations Control Center and working with our maintenance partners, Transit Next. And we continue to have staff available on the line along the system to support our customers. I'll now pass things back over to Katrina. Thank you.
Thank you, Troy. Merci, René. I'll ask each agency in alphabetical order to ask one question and one follow-up. Je vais maintenant inviter chaque organisme de presse par ordre alphabétique à poser une question et suivi. We'll go to Kate Porter at CBC.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for holding the media avail. I'm just wondering if you plan to stick to the idea of moving to Saturdays. I think it was in 2 weeks, and Sundays within 4, or should we anticipate any other plans for the phased rollout?
Thank you very much for the question. So, as we said, it will be a minimum of 2 weeks with 6-day service, and then 5-day service, and then 6-day, and then full service. So far, we're doing well. So next week we will have we will be able to let you know if the minimum will be respected or if we will need to have a couple more weeks. But so far we are doing well, but we remain cautious because it's still new. We launched only this week, and we are pleased with the results, but we know that things will happen, and we have to make sure that we will be able to address issues very quickly to minimize the impact to customers. But so far so good. We are pleased to see that, and we will continue to update you for sure.
And the second thing that I think I only somewhat realized once it was running this week was that it starts at 6, and the first train out is sometimes 6:10 or so. What's the thinking behind that? Or do you see that ever becoming earlier, just given I think line 1 goes as of 5. So is there any thought to starting the further reaches, earlier?
Troy, would you like to answer that one, please?
Sure. Thank you very much for the question. Yeah, no, we're operating our launch schedule now, and it's I think at Bayview it's just past 6 o'clock, and at Bowesville Station, or sorry, at Limebank Station is just a little bit later than that. We have opportunities to increase the service by expanding the hours, but right now, we're focused on the service, the launch, and meeting the current service levels and the times. But that's something that we can consider and we can look at in the future. Right now, though, the hours of operation during the week are 6 to 12, and that's what we're focused on. But there are opportunities, and that's contemplated in the project agreement as well.
Okay, thank you.
Great. Thank you, Kate. We'll go to Ted Raymond at CTV.
Hi there, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Excellent. My question is for Madame Milcar. You just sent a memo out briefly before this media avail saying that OC Transpo and Transit Next are reviewing all aspects of operations to capture lessons learned and continue to make adjustments where possible to improve customers' experience. Can you tell me what lessons you've learned so far and what adjustments you've made so far?
Thank you for the question. So far, frankly, we haven't seen anything that we're not expected to see. We know that we have spoken a lot about the track, that the switches that we want to have on the radar. So we continuously make sure that technicians are ready to go, and if we have an issue that we have to address, if we have to do a reset, so the technician is right there at the right moment to be able to do the reset, those kind of small things. And I would say it's a generic message because we will continue to monitor that, but so far nothing that was not expected. And again, I'm pleased because we had 100 of drills, and we practice a lot. But as I said on Monday, this is the real test now, and we are very pleased with the results so far, and we will continue to monitor and to work collaboratively with TNX.
Okay, thank you. My follow-up question, I think it's going to be about the park and rides. You're saying they're very full. You're seeing a lot of use of these things. Again, is there possibility for expanding those or increasing capacity for the park and rides if and or when it gets to a point where more people are taking this line? Because, I mean, it's the winter right now. Is it going to get busier in the summer, do you think? And will there be space?
Troy?
Yeah, so we're very pleased with the park and ride usage. I wouldn't say that they're full by any means. There are still lots of spots available, but we're happy to see that they're being well utilized, and customers are knowing that they're there, and they're making use of them, and that means they're getting onto the rail line as well. But yes, there are opportunities to expand the Leitrim and the Bowesville park and ride lots, and that's something that we would welcome if that becomes a challenge down the road. But at this point, there's still ample space for customers. but we are encouraged by the early days about how well they're being used.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ted. Charles-Antoine Gagnon, Le Droit.
Charles-Antoine Gagnon, Le Droit.
Hello.
I know it's a bit early, but do you have any figures on ridership from Monday, or is it still too early to tell us that? On Friday, I'll be sending out a memo to council. You'll have a copy of that, and I'll be providing more information on ridership at that point. Thank you very much. That's all the questions I have. Thank you.
Merci. Thank you, everyone. This concludes our media availability today.